So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the dreaded algorithm updates. They come multiple times a year. They make us panic. Then they can make us quite angry. And they can leave us in suspense. And ultimately leave us with a big headache. And it makes us feel like Google is winning. And there's nothing we can do about it. There's no way to cheat Google. Now, out there in the industry, the experts will tell you there are several things that you need to do to your site to beat these algorithm updates. Mars has a great list, including domain level links, page level links, even your social signals. But you can follow all of these things, and yet your rankings will still fluctuate. You'll still feel the panic, you'll still be in suspense, and you'll still end up with a big headache and unable to cheat Google. So, what can you do? Well, I was going through this cycle of panic, suspense, headache, panic, suspense, headache every time Google released their algorithm update. And for me, this peaked in the Medic update in August 2018. Our traffic more than halved overnight, and I was left with a very big problem and a very big headache. But these days, I don't worry about the algorithm updates as much anymore, and here's why. As we know, and I've just talked about, there are multiple ranking factors. But there's more to it than that in my eyes. There's one key thing that actually Mars and many industry experts miss out. And that thing that they all miss is the user. It's the person that makes the Google search, the person that is clicking on your listings. Because ultimately different users can search the same thing and they can mean and expect totally different results. And it's not just affected by location, demographic, it can also be the psychology of the user and the intent of the thing that they're searching. For example, you can see here, in this example from Google, that one word can mean 3 different things. Now Google's clever enough to recognise the difference in the meaning of these words. But are we as SEOs? So that's why we have to think about what the customer wants. What are they expecting from their search? What results do they need? When we rely on demographics alone, we end up missing a vast amount of opportunity. So for example, if you targeted the stereotypical demographic for video games, you'd end up missing 69% of your market. And likewise, with baby products, you'd miss 60% of your market. So although Moz's list is great and it's important, it misses one major factor for me, and that's the user. At the end of the day, Google is a business too. They want to grow their customer base, they want to grow their brand, and they want customers to come back. So to do that, Google has to give the customer what it wants, or they'll go elsewhere. So actually, the biggest source of information for us as SEOs is Google itself. It's in the SERPs. So really, all we need to do is look at a search page to understand what the user wants and thus what Google wants. And yes, I'll go back to what Moz says because we shouldn't forget these key things. You shouldn't forget about page speed. You shouldn't forget about domain authority. But they're add-ons. Now, We at Ryman implemented this back when I started in June 2019. We went back to basics and did some keyword mapping exercises based on what was happening in the SERPs already. And what this did, as you can see from the graph here, was improve our conversion rate, thus our revenue, and also drive more sessions. And it actually improved our organic visibility. We gained clicks, we gained impressions, and we even climbed up the rankings, which is why we made it onto the Systrix Top 100 Sites for Visibility Growth 2019. What we did to grow our organic visibility, improve our sessions and revenue, and also take the stress out of algorithm updates was think about the user, tailor our content, tailor our website, tailor each page specifically to something the user was searching. One piece of advice I give all SEOs is summed up by this fantastic quote. Think about Google as a database for human intention.